Today on the Fixit Shed, I'm going to build a retort. And a retort is a vessel for making biochar. So basically you need an outer burn barrel to have the fire in and an inner burn barrel where you have the wood stock that's going to become charcoal in it to protect it from this fire. So it just is going to heat it up like an oven and turn it into charcoal. All right, so to start with, you want to have one barrel that's going to fit inside the other. This is a 20-gallon barrel, and it fits inside of this 55-gallon drum, and there is room around it so that you can build a fire. So you can turn the wood that's going to be inside of this barrel into biochar. But there's a couple things that we need to do. First, we need to turn this into a burn barrel, and we need to drill some holes in it. And then this also, it would be handy if it had a removable top. It does not. So I'm going to have to cut the top off and make it so that it kind of fits back down. It doesn't have to be a snug, secure, airtight fit because there's going to be gases that's going to be released from the wood that is in here. So you don't want to contain that because it would cause pressure. So the lid can be a little bit loose. And I'm also going to drill some holes in the bottom of this. So, and this stovepipe, it does not come pre-assembled. So I guess it's for shipping purposes. It probably is easier to ship it like that. All right, so for the stovepipe, first thing, let's try and get this assembled. I didn't really explain what this is. So this stovepipe is going to go on top of the outer exterior burn barrel. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this to fit together. We're going. There we go. Now it's in. Just gotta round it out a little bit. So I'm just gonna put this approximately in the middle. That's pretty good. And I'm going to draw, oops, around it with a Sharpie. All right, and I'm just gonna drill a hole near the edge to start with. Good enough. All right, and then I'm just gonna use a jigsaw with a metal cutting blade in it, and I'm gonna cut that circle out here. That's really loud. How'd we do? All right, we can trim a little bit more off. Didn't want to cut it too big. Close. And trim a little bit on this side. There we go. Perfect. You want it to be a good snug fit. So that's right where I want it. All right, so now you could cut tabs through here and turn these into flaps and just bend them over, and that would secure it really so that it's not going to come out. I'm just going to leave it like this for now. I may change that later. All right, now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to drill some holes all the way around so that you get good airflow going up along the sides. Probably about 6 or 8 inches up here. Let's see. Okay, for the smaller barrel, I want to cut down maybe about 1 inch or 2 from the top. And so I don't have, a paint pen would be handy, I don't have one, so a tire crayon is going to have to suffice. All right, just measure around 2 inches. Once again, I'm going to start with drilling a hole. I'm just going to drill right on this line just so that I can start the saw here. Let's see. All right, so now, like, I cut this apart, but I want the lid to kind of fit over the outside. So I'm going to maybe cut some lines in here and bend these in just a little bit so that this kind of fits down over top of it. I don't want to go real deep. I only want to go maybe about 1 inch or so. So I'm just going to mark off about 1 inch. All right, now I'm just going to drill a few holes in the bottom just for the gas to escape. And these don't have to be very big. Now we have our inner barrel with a lid that fits on, right? And then we can put it inside the outer barrel. All right, and then we have our lid with the pipe on top. All right, so it would be good to have like some fire bricks or something in the bottom to keep the inner barrel up off the floor. You know, but you just put this in and it'll be setting on those bricks, and then you can put wood around it and on top of it, and you start the fire, and then the wood inside the inner barrel will turn into biochar. All right, so now the first time that you burn, you don't really want to make biochar because this has paint and coatings and there might be some residue from whatever was in the barrel. This is food grade, but you know, there still might be some residue in here. So you want to burn it to kind of clean everything out. And then on subsequent burns, you can make biochar. All right, so I actually made this for somebody else that's going to be using it, so I'm going to hand it off to them at this point. So if you got something out of this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help this channel out, please consider subscribing or becoming a member by clicking the join button below. Thanks for watching. Take care.